I want your movie release date slice. I want this face on your slice.
You want your face on movie release dates? See, what happens is you have to earn that. We're challenging you, and we're going to get movie
coward,
release
you got
dates.
a real hero.
That face does not belong on movie release.
He's going to keep it. He's going to keep it.
Oh, I love it.
The slice, it's going to be mine soon.
Movie release dates!
What do you got, Sam?
Movie release date.
Wow!
Movie release dates!
My dog is gone.
Cal is missing?
He's missing.
Do you know where Cal is? Someone stole him. Is that your license plate? Look at him. He's in the car. This was you. You're banned. What? You're fighting solo. He's not allowed to show up.
Hey, get a Diet Coke on the way out.
Get out of here.
We're going to take competitors' names from a hat, draw them at random, and pair them up.
Mark Yodi Reilly is in the tournament, and his teammate is Ben the Boss Bateman.
I'm coming in here, I'm knocking the dust off, I'm taking this tournament, and I'll do it with you fine. But you gotta show some damn respect, would you?
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen! Evil geniuses of JTE and Lon Harris are going to take this whole thing. Well, that got thrown out the window. Lon Harris reaches out and gets his brother, another professor, to go ahead and compete, hence the Harris brothers. And your winners, advancing to the next round. Who's the boss? They have a very interesting dynamic.
I got something that's gonna knock your socks off here.
Is that who I think it is?
I mean, who else could it be?
Wow, so it's not Ben.
I told you it wasn't.
About that, we have the odd couple. We have the Harris brothers.
Right, Jonathan Harris, Lon Harris. I mean, can blood conquer the odd couple?
Many of you failed in the midterms, but will you be able to handle when we are in the finals?
And your winner by a final score of 29-26. We do have the team tournament is coming to a close as we find out who will make the finals. Which Spielberg movie had the following tagline: "The true story of a real fake."
Catch me if you can.
And your winners, advancing to the finals, Yodi Reilly.
Right? JTE, God bless him, couldn't make it. Brother comes in, he's showing us something to look out for. So what do we do here? We just like to win. We're gonna go to this next match, and we're gonna win. It's that easy.
Anarchy. It is the end of the tournament. It's the finals. I'm Christian Harloff, and I am joined by the wild man, Josh McCougan.
It's been a long time since I've been on this desk, Christian, but it feels great to be back. I started this tournament. The Wild Berries, we held strong for about 2 questions, but in usual fashion, thank you, we lost.
You lost, and you lost against a team that no longer exists.
That's true.
And that was the Evil Geniuses. However, one half of that team does still compete, and he is here today. That's Lon Harris, the professor, who is joined by his brother Jonathan. And when JTE was injured, when he was out for the rest of the season, the question was, who was Lon gonna? What was gonna happen here? He's gonna be paired with someone, and all the fans and everyone else was like, "Well, then it's over. The team's out." That was not the case.
That absolutely was not. His brother stepped in swimmingly, sort of like you would Miss Congeniality 2. He really just came right in there. Thank you. And he's really held his own. Jonathan Harris, an unknown. He's like a third-string quarterback that somehow led his team to the Super Bowl.
He really did, and you see that these two, obviously the chemistry is there.
Yeah.
And
they're brothers,
They are
Christian.
brothers. They are hence the Harris brothers.
Yeah.
And they have really become a solid team, getting themselves all the way to the finals. But the funny thing is here's how is Lon now? Because Lon has looked indestructible in the team tournament.
He really has.
However, you go to this gauntlet match that just happened. He played against Jiu, then he makes it against Ben, and Ben Bateman takes the victory. How does that work with Lon's psyche? Because you've got the team of Who's the Boss. Ben Bateman is on fire right now.
He really
Ben
is.
Bateman is ready. He wants to be champion so badly. He wants to play the Shirewolves so badly that he wants to win, and he has found himself a partner in the former two-time champion Mark Reilly, an unlikely duo, and they just seem to be working perfectly.
Yeah, Ben Bateman has a lot of passion. He really wants it. But does he want it too much? Is it a little too much? Do you think that he's out there, he's really forcing the fact? Is he playing that I'll wait until the last possible second thing to answer, and he might get caught up, he might get tripped up, he might be trying too much for style instead of sustenance?
Well, whatever he's doing right now is working, because since Who's the Boss has formed, he is 5-0. He has won 3 matches, hence otherwise why he's here right now.
Yeah.
He won the 2 gauntlet matches. We'll be playing Clark Wolf, but his goal is to be able to play, for this match, is to be able to play Clark Wolf and her partner, Rachel Cushing, the current team champions, who are managed by Emma Fife, who up until recently was a shoo-in for Manager of the Year. However, bring in old Sockface, because here he comes once again. He has put Who's the Boss on the map at 3-0. He is 2-0 with Bateman, and he's starting to make a case here to try to get himself that title that he won 2 years in a row in Manager of the Year.
Nobody's really sure what Finstock does. Old Sockface. Nobody's really sure if he's talented, if he knows anything about movie trivia, but he knows how to manage a team, Christian. I don't understand it. It makes absolutely no sense. It's kind of like when the sister in Family Matters went up the stairs and never came back down.
Well, he wants the rivalry with Emma Fife to continue. In order to do that, they got to win, but there's a lot of words spoken. Here we go.
Bonjour, morons. Well, we're here again. Look at this. 5-0 with these guys. Singles and tag team. You beat Lon Harris the last time you played him, right?
Wasn't scared of Lon Harris, not scared of Lon Harris now.
Greetings, students. Now, many of you may be watching this having recently watched a singles match between myself and Mr. Benjamin Bateman. This match was more of a midterm. Today's match shall be the final.
What is destiny? It's a great question. And I'm going to show you what it looks like today. I'm going to beat Lon Harris. I'm going to beat Dong Harris. All these assholes that are coming in here, they want to challenge me. They want to challenge this team. These guys look like William Bibiani had twins, okay?
I was not planning to extend my sabbatical this long or cancel my trip to the Bali Film Festival, but
very important.
when such an opportunity came up to show some so-called film lovers what film is really all about, how could I say no? So I canceled my one-way ticket to Indonesia and decided to stay put and lecture all coming forth on the nature of Carl Dreyer.
So yeah, here we are in the finals. This guy's been to the finals. This guy's managed people in the finals. I've been to the finals in singles and in teams. This is awesome. I can't wait to take on the Harris brothers. They're good, but they're beatable, and I can't wait to beat them because I want to go forward and meet my friend Clark Wolf and Rachel Cushing. Get that belt. Legacy right there. Boom.
Boom.
I can't wait to see that loser Emma Fife.
To Mr. Reilly and Mr. Bateman, I would say, listen, you have done well in this tournament. You have performed admirably. You have made it to the top, but you will not make it past the Harris brothers. We are fated to face off against the Wolves of Shire in the finals for the actual team championship. This was merely a stepping stone on our soon-to-be glorious career.
I don't think they are prepared for nearly the number of Lena Wertmuller questions that will be in today's competition.
Terribly not.
Look, obviously, shots fired here from Ben Bateman and Finstock at the Harris brothers. Reilly's trying to keep it classy as he normally does. The Harris brothers saying a lot of things simply that I just didn't understand.
I know. They're a lot smarter than most people.
They're very smart. And there's a lot of words in movies that I don't even know if they exist, but I believe it because they say it with such pizzazz, they say it with such confidence that I believe all these movies and schools and things and whatnot exist. But the Harris brothers want to make it. They said it themselves. No one thought that they could be there, but guess what? Here they are in the finals. We are ready to get started. Here's the tale of the tape. You got the Harris brothers. Their strengths are 80s movies, classic movies, and just being smarter than you and everything else.
And pleasing their parents.
Who's the boss? Whose strengths are scores and sound, movie release date, and just being dicks to people. Well, not Reilly.
Yeah.
It says not Reilly.
And being fans of Mona and Angela, of course.
Okay. Well, with that, Josh, I'm ready to get going. How about yourself?
I can't wait, Christian.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Woo! 5 rounds in the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament. Introducing first, with a record of 3 wins, no defeats, and 1 knockout, representing the School of the Elite,
as I walk through the valley,
Jonathan Harris, the Professor, Lon Harris, the Harris brothers. The Brainiac.
He's got a tape measure,
Brainiac is signing up.
I will say, you can tell they're brothers because they hold their face the exact same way. They seem to dress similarly. They both have beards, though one is rocking a beret, and I'm not sure if that makes him smarter or just French.
Maybe both.
Yeah, maybe.
And their opponents, led to the ring by their manager, Finstock, with a record of 3 wins, no defeats. Ben, the Boss, Bateman, and the former 2-time champion, Mark Yodi Reilly. Who's the boss? There he is. There's Finstock creeping in there. Mark Reilly getting in.
He's got a karate.
It's funny, you get there's some applause up top and some boos for Bateman.
Yeah, smattering of applause as per usual.
Bateman giving the middle finger.
Middle finger, classy.
And then giving the casual kiss.
Finstock with a lot of kicks.
Yeah,
he's been working on his karate. He went to Croatia, Christian, where karate's a big deal.
Finstock sizing up Lon Harris.
Yeah, really sizing up. That's rude is correct. Rude is correct. I know the lights can be bright.
I have preemptively written Kenji Mizuguchi, as I assume that is the answer to the first question.
All right, so the competitors have sat down. Here are the rules of number 1 in this 5-round finals matchup. Round number 1 works like this. The competitors are going to get 8 questions in round number 1, each one worth 1 point apiece. They'll have 15 seconds to answer the question. Show your answer and say it at the same time. Make sure that you write it down. Your question will not be counted if you do not write down your answer. All right, so remember your JTE rules. Remember your challenges. Harris brothers, are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Who's the boss? Are you ready?
Let's just get this over with, man.
Ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right. Finals begin. Round number 1 in the realm of comedies.
Ha! Yes.
Thanks, Ellis.
Yep, you're welcome.
What 2008 comedy follows a woman who helps a socially awkward sorority after being expelled from the Playboy Mansion?
Were you ever expelled from a Playboy Mansion?
Comedy Club that I told him.
That's right.
Comedy Live?
Comedy Live?
The new show
you're
coming
close
out
enough.
this fall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Lon Harris.
It is the House Bunny.
Correct. Reilly.
The House Bunny.
Jonathan.
The House Bunny.
And Ben.
The House Bunny.
All fans of the House Bunny, huh, Christian?
Here's question number 2.
Question number 2, coming in hot, an action adventure. In 2018's Rampage, what is the name of the rare albino gorilla that befriends Davis? You've had a couple gorillas as friends.
I'm sitting next to one.
That's true.
Good luck, rookie.
A lot of arm
4,
here. A lot of arm here.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Reilly.
George?
That's correct. Jonathan.
I'm offended by this question.
Ben.
Hope you're offended by losing, George.
Correct. And Lon.
I put Walter.
Whoa! 2-point lead
Walter
here
the
by.
gorilla. That's a big.
Who's the
sweep
boss?
for-
Big miss by the Harris
Wasn't that
brothers.
film directed by Tarkovsky?
There we go. Next question.
No, it's
I
not.
don't know who that is.
Dramas. This is turning into one.
Sure.
Who played investigative reporter and an editor of the Spotlight team, Walter Robbie Robinson, in the film Spotlight?
Christian,
Sam
you read,
Levine's favorite movie.
read that question wrong. You got to say Robbie. Come on to Boston. Get it right.
5, 4, 3. How dare you?
Repeat
2.
the question, please.
All right, your first one. Who played investigative reporter and editor of the Spotlight team? Walter Robbie Robinson in Spotlight.
I like Spotlight.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Jonathan.
I believe it was Sir Michael Keaton.
Correct. Ben.
It is Sir
Michael Keaton.
Got it. Lon.
It was Michael Keaton.
And
Didn't have it.
whoa! Shocker.
Riley,
Yeah,
the
Riley
Russian,
missed
has
it.
been cut early.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
He
Here
has
we go.
been
Question
cut.
number 4.
He's not Russian, though. In animated, who voiced Sergeant Tamora Jean Calhoun from Hero's Duty in Wreck-It Ralph?
Well done.
Thank you.
You struggled. for a
Thank
little
you.
bit.
Yeah.
You got through it. No stumbling. Like it.
Well, this is where I call retirement.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ben Bateman.
Sarah Silverman.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Jane Lynch.
Correct.
Correct.
Riley.
No, didn't have it.
Didn't have it. Jonathan.
It should have been the late R. Lee Ermey.
No. All right. So
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
1 point there. We're tied up, Christian.
tied up just like that. That 2-point lead is now gone as the Harris brothers tied it up 5-5. And next question here is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Who directed the 1985 dystopian sci-fi classic, Brazil?
Not to be confused with the movie Blame It on Rio, starring Martin Caine.
You in that one?
I wasn't.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the
1.
question.
All right.
Whoa.
Last one. Who directed the 1985 dystopian sci-fi classic, Brazil?
Christian, too. Remember JTE?
Use them when you need them.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lon Harris.
Former Monty Python member Terrence Gilliam.
That is correct.
Wow.
Riley.
Terry Gilliam.
Yep. And Jonathan.
Terry Gilliam.
And Ben.
Terry Gilliam.
Can I see it? Can I see it? Can I see it? Okay. All right.
Wow.
Okay. 7-7.
I don't even know who Taron Gilliam is. I know who Taron Gilliam is. Man, my bad.
He directed Brazil.
Thank you.
Good movie, Makuga.
Thank you.
Good movie.
Your 6th question comes in the realm of Oscar movies. What film, released in 2010, won Best Picture at the Academy Awards?
The tough one.
2010. Great year. Great year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down, Lon. And Riley.
The Hurt Locker?
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Jonathan.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Ben Bateman.
Be the King's Speech.
That is
That's
correct.
correct.
Lon.
I put Slumdog.
Didn't have it.
Wow.
Ben Bateman used
Bateman.
Ben Bateman used both the Oscar
Tell you
and
what.
the movie release date for his knowledge, and you got a 1-point lead from Who's the Boss. Next question.
It's for you, Levine.
Horror thriller. Horror thriller. Who starred as rival stringer Joe Loader in Nightcrawler? Wow, that's a tough.
Talked about that earlier. It's a great movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Jonathan.
I believe it is definitely not Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, it is not. Ben Bateman.
Bill Paxton.
Yes, sir.
correct.
Lon.
But Riz Ahmed.
And Riley.
No, I put Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, wow. So only Ben Bateman gets it again.
Wow.
Ben Bateman having a strong
Bateman.
round here. 9-7
Way to go,
for
partner.
Ben.
Carrying the boss.
Yeah, there you go.
Our
Last
eighth,
one.
our eighth and final question in round one comes from a Patreon, a supporter of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Go to patreon.com, support it. We've got all kinds of crazy stuff going on over there. Get in on the action. It's sponsored by John Patterson. Thanks for coming in hot, John. We appreciate it. You are one heck of a guy. And this comes in the category of family films. The 2014 comedy New York Minute stars what famous acting duo?
I smell Pete.
I do too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down, everybody. And Ben.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Correct.
That is correct.
I'm teaching
Lon.
a seminar about it this coming fall. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Riley.
That was a garbage question. Nick Frost and Simon Pegg should have starred.
And Jonathan.
The duo of Are You and For Real.
Thank you.
2-point lead sustained here. 10-8. All right, so now we're going to get to round number 2 as the teams get set up for round number 2. And the rules go like this. The competitors are going to spin the wheel. They will spin the wheel, and if it lands on a category they don't like, they can spin again, of course, unless it lands on either opponent or spinner's choice, which Lon Harris hit in his match recently against Ben Bateman. Try to avoid that, and there will be 6 questions in the category that they are given. 2 points apiece unless you go to multiple choice, then it's 1 point. You can steal from your opponent in this round, 15 seconds to answer the question. Who's the Boss has 1 JTE rule left. The Harris brothers have all 3. 2 wheel slices for today's match are sponsored by 2 of our Schmoedown patrons on patreon.com/Schmoedown. The sponsored wheel slices for today's match are Julia Roberts and 2000.
2 of my favorites, Christian. Good
Who's the
question.
Boss is in the lead by 2. Gentlemen, do you want to go first or second?
We're going to let them go first.
Going to go first. Harris brothers, spin from the wheel, please, not the peg.
The
Wheel,
professor and his
Harris
understudy.
taking revenge on that wheel from that.
It really is.
We're trying to get away from opponent's
Really
choice.
spinning it well.
Trying to get away from opponent's
Apparently,
choice.
in between classes, he's been
Doesn't
working
matter.
out.
Don't touch that, please.
He's got tenure.
Yeah.
Let's see
He
here.
smokes a pipe. He wears tweed.
Yeah.
Nope.
New releases. New releases. New releases.
Are we allowed to spin again?
New release. Sorry. Yeah.
It's a risk. It's a gamble.
Looks like the brothers are spinning again.
Here it is.
Croupier.
Here's spin. They're spinning away from new releases. That could be interesting because Lon does see a lot of the new
I was
stuff.
going to say, Lon knows his movies, but Jonathan not psyched about new releases.
Where's it going to go? Well, opponent's choice has been avoided, and here we're going to go. Scores and soundtracks.
Scores and soundtracks.
All right, scores and soundtracks.
Listen,
it is.
if a professor knows anything, it's very esoteric music.
All right. All right, here we
also
go,
enjoying
guys.
myself.
Scores and soundtracks. 6 questions in the realm of scores and soundtrack. All right. First question. What song greets Bill Murray's character each morning in Groundhog Day?
I've got you, babe.
That is
That's
correct. That is correct for 2
Sonny and
points.
Cher
Yep.
classic, Christian.
Yep.
It's a great song.
Next question. Who composed the music for The Hunger Games? Five, 4, 3,
Good guess.
2.
Let's take multiple choice.
All right. A, Danny Elfman. B, John Carpenter. C, James Newton Howard. D, Henry Jackman.
We'll go with C, James Newton Howard.
For 1 point.
Well
That
done.
is correct.
Well done, the
All right.
professor and his partner.
Next question here. Who composed the score for Apollo 13?
I'm not a big fan of space. It scares me.
5, 4,
We'll do
3.
multiple choice again.
Who's the Boss?
A, James Horner. B, Alan Silvestri. C, Ennio Morricone. D, Jerry Goldsmith. 5, 4,
Go
3.
with your gut.
Jerry Goldsmith.
Incorrect. The choices are A, James Horner. B, Alan Silvestri. C, Ennio Morricone. Or D, Jerry Goldsmith.
James Horner.
For 1 point. That's correct.
That's a big
All right.
steal there, Christian.
Question 4.
Halfway through the round, it's tied up, guys.
Question 4. What 90s boy band performed the song True to Your Heart alongside Stevie Wonder in Disney's Mulan?
I was in a boy band once.
I paid a watch.
Yeah, we were pretty good.
Okay, not one.
That's
5,
a lesser known one.
4.
98 degrees.
Correct for 2
Well
points.
done.
Correct
He's
for 2
who knew
points.
that the professor was such a big Nick Lachey fan?
Yeah, it was
I
it.
know I am. Great
All right,
abs.
Two more questions. 2 more questions. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Who composed the score for the Scorsese films The Aviator, The Departed, Hugo?
See, all of those.
Let's go multiple choice.
5.
Let's go
4.
multiple choice.
Is it A, Howard Shore, B, Thomas Newman, C, James Horner, D, Alexandre Desplat?
We'll say Thomas Newman.
Incorrect, for the steal is A, Howard Shore, B, Thomas Newman, C, James Horner, D, Alexandre Desplat.
Howard Shore.
For 1 point. And
Listen, Reilly knows his scores and soundtracks.
yeah,
It's pretty
final
good.
question, boys. Here we go. Who composed the score for the 1990s Total Recall? Beyond Schwarzenegger, 1990s.
Come on. Who did it? Who did it?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, that's number 1. Who composed the score for 1990 Total? The music, playing the strings.
We'll go multiple choice.
A. Thomas Newman. B. Jerry Goldsmith. C. Alan Silvestri. D. John Williams.
It's like it's the same options every time.
All right. We'll go Alan Silvestri.
Incorrect. So is it A. Thomas Newman? B. Jerry Goldsmith. C. Alan Silvestri. D. John Williams.
I don't got to consult on this one. It didn't seem like Riley's as
5,
confident.
4, 3, 2.
Jerry Goldsmith.
1 point. Tie game. Tie game. So now, Who's the Boss goes into their spin with the game tied. If they can hit something that they like, then they put themselves at a great advantage. However, if they land on a strength of the Harris brothers, we could be looking at the reverse situation of what we just saw. All
Wow,
right?
it's a close game. I can't wait to see your guys' round so you can catch up.
Look at Ben Bateman talking some smack, and the Harris brothers are sick of it. Here we go.
Are we sick of it?
No, I'm fine with it.
Continue.
Amiable.
I'm not. I'm entertained.
Like a Milos Forman comedy to me.
The mighty fall set up in the third act.
Coming
Come
around
on.
here.
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise. Ben Bateman thinks he does a good Tom Cruise impersonation. See if he can put that to the metal to the muddle, whatever you say.
What are they going to do?
By the way, he'll be running soon. I believe it.
Well done, Jonathan.
Booyah kasha.
As the kids say.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Gonna go with it. All right. So here you go.
interesting.
Wildman, go ahead. Here we go.
Here we
6
go.
questions in the realm of
already lost this
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yes. What was the password that Tom Cruise used to enter the illicit masquerade in Eyes Wide Shut?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Fidelio.
That is correct for 2 points. 2 points. He thought you knew it? All right. Question 2. Tom Cruise plays a musician named Stacy Jacks in which 2012 film?
Rock of Ages.
Yep, that
2
movie's
points.
terrible.
I love the audience that has never heard us ask questions where it varies in difficulty. All right.
All right. Question 3. What was the name of the character played by Tom Cruise in the 1990 film Days of Thunder?
Oh, I know this. Yeah. Cole Trickle.
That is
point.
correct.
It's a good one.
That's a great movie.
No relation to
Is it?
Dick
Is it?
Trickle, an
It's a
actual
great
driver.
movie.
2 points.
It is a great movie. I'm with it. Question 4. Tom Cruise's first role was a character by the name of Billy in what 1980s romantic drama?
5, 4, 3.
Endless Love.
That is correct.
Wow.
My love. Question 5. Tom Cruise received his first Oscar nomination for what film?
Born on the 4th of July.
Wow.
That is correct. They are running this right now,
Last question.
Christian.
Last question here.
And for the, well, we have a bunch of rounds to go, so it's my bad on that one.
Several more.
I apologize. And finally, question 6. In A Few Good Men, Daniel Kaffee only had 2 things to eat in his apartment. Yoo-hoo and what breakfast cereal?
Cocoa Puffs.
Wow.
That is correct.
That's impressive.
That is
That's
a run of the table
All right.
in round 2.
That was impressive.
I would like to allege that our challengers are Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible.
Well said, John.
I don't think Tom Cruise knows that much about
All
his
right.
films,
My mom
honestly.
said I looked like Tom Cruise.
That was
once,
impressive
so is that
because that was impressive. Okay, round number 2 has now
matter
come
what
to a
you
close.
shake
But
it.
remember, 5-round match, so this is not a knockout here. There now, the betting round begins, and
My
the
favorite
betting round, there is going to be a spin on the wheel by Who's the Boss. Whatever it lands on, the teams will bet a certain amount of points. You can bet from 0 to 3 points. You will either gain those points or lose them, depending on the question. All right, so Who's the Boss has 1 JTE rule left. The Harris brothers have 2 left. Ben, spin from the wheel, please. Here's the spin. All right. You don't have to stay there because you only get one spin. So then you're gonna spin and then write your points down, teams. Once you find it out, you show those to Alex.
Not sure if you saw, but Tom, a.k.a. Finstock, went up there.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
John Carpenter.
John
Carpenter it is. All right, so
Seems
now
like a strength for Reilly.
it could be John Carpenter. So what will they do here? Strategy comes into play.
The gambling round could be big in this one.
Yep.
Because it could be a 3-point
So write
swing
your
up
points
to a
down,
6-point
please, and show them. Can you show your points, please? Here we go. All right, guys. Here's the question. In Big Trouble in Little China, what is the name of the evil sorcerer who attempts to marry Mayu Yin?
I'm a big fan of this movie.
Yeah, you would get.
Yep. I love the
I know
Pork
you
Chop
do.
Express.
Remake of this movie coming out.
5.
Yeah, I'm into it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Harris Brothers, how many points?
Oh, we had 3.
3 points, and the answer was?
We did not get the
Did
answer.
not have it, so you lose 3 points. And who's the boss? You had how many points?
2 points.
And you chose.
Lopan.
And your winners by way of knockout! And entering the Schmoedown Spectacular, the winner of Anarchy, Mark Reilly and Bateman, who's the boss? They are going on to play the Shirewolves in a destruction. Oh, I could not believe that. Wow. They hit it. They had the right luck there.
Ben Bateman's run.
He is on a roll
I
right
will
now.
tell you
6-0
what,
total. And the Harris brothers fought gallantly throughout this entire tournament, but they did not. They came up short against Who's the Boss? Your ultimate Schmoedown Anarchy winners. Anarchy, very, very appropriate here.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Christian, I got to tell you, the performance that Who's the Boss just laid out there is epic. They are a scary team, a hard team to beat. They dress in a lot of black and leather and sunglasses, and to some that it's intimidating. To others, it just looks like they don't know what's going on.
Well, can we talk about this here? Ben Bateman finally gets his first team title shot, or title shot.
He put it on his vision board not months ago.
He's getting his first title shot at the Spectacular, but even maybe a bigger story. I mean, well, the other story here is obviously Finstock getting himself back to another title picture, but the bigger story is former teammates Mark Reilly and Clark Wolf going head-to-head for the team championship now. That is, I mean, this
bringing your ex-wife to Thanksgiving, Christian.
Listen, I'm not. I've only been married once, but I understand what you're saying. 27-10. 27-10 is that score there. Who's the Boss didn't have a chance to go into the 4th or 5th round. I wonder how the Shirewolves look at that match and what they think about Who's the Boss. But there you go. Let's now get to Jen Sturger, who's with both the Harris brothers and Who's the Boss. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the Harris brothers. Guys, John especially, to come in and pinch hit in this tournament and you guys go 2-1. I think that this is nothing to shake your head about, nothing to hang your head about. You guys should feel really good about your performance.
Oh, me either. I feel fantastic. In fact, the only big trouble in China that I know about is that Hu Xiaoshen does not yet have 3 Oscars.
It's a terrific problem. It really is. No appreciation for the new wave of great Chinese filmmakers from the Schmoedown.
And China, maybe they don't know about it. Quite big, actually.
Yeah, I was waiting to pull up the Zhang Yimou wheel slice. It did not come. Instead, we get stuck with who sings the song in the cartoon that you showed to students last year on Christmas Eve.
98 degrees is a unfortunate name for an act because it lets children think that their temperature can be down 0.6 of a degree lower than it should be.
Are these 98 degrees in centigrade? Are they Fahrenheit? Is this Kelvin? The question did not specify. These are the exact problems with the Schmoedown that we are here to fix.
Sorry.
That said, I was actually really impressed with the 98 degrees pull you had there.
Yes. Just another tidbit, another factoid, another piece of trivia that comes up in one of my many courses. Much of my coursework is available online if people would like to study about the great 98 degrees in an environment that's more conducive to learning.
The wheel obviously hurt you guys today. Had that wheel gone any other way, I don't know that we'd be looking at the exact same outcome.
Again, scores and soundtracks, you expect films like The Red Shoes to be coming up during this. You expect The Umbrellas of Cherbourg to be asked as a question. Oh. Not these cartoons, these films from a few years ago. Who wrote the Total Recall music as he's running outside of the spaceship? Who cares, honestly? That's my answer for almost every question we were asked off of the wheel. who cares?
Yes, irrelevant the Schmoedown is, but actually, congratulations to our opponents. They did a great job watching films that came out in the last several years.
During their own lifetime.
Yes.
They're well played at being unadventurous.
So now, Lon, you've actually lost to Bateman in singles and in teams. Is Ben Bateman your kryptonite?
What does the reference mean?
Oh, God.
She's asking if you have been baited into another match with him.
Oh, I understand. So in the Superman comic strips, he's injured by a substance or his kryptonite. Now I understand. I thought you were referring to a real element on the periodic table.
No, they're in children's books.
Right, understood. I do not think that Ben Bateman is my kryptonite because such an item does not exist. But what I would say is that I feel that Mr. Bateman needs to be educated, he needs to be improved, his attitude needs to be turned around, and I would be delighted to be the Schmoedown competitor who gets to do this for him in the future.
Oh, well, thank you so much again. And John, I really have enjoyed watching you play. Hopefully this isn't the last we've seen of you around here.
Greetings.
Actually, it's goodbye. And the Harris brothers.
It's nice to meet you.
But hopefully this isn't the last we've seen of the Harris brothers. You guys have been an absolute delight to watch during this tournament.
Oh, I surely hope not.
We shall definitely return as the Harris brothers. The Schmoedown needs so much more educating, so much more cultural uplifting. We could not possibly stop now.
I will be going home and watching The Fallen Idol by the great Carol Reed immediately.
A fine example. Yeah.
I don't think that's on a wheel slice. And we're back with your winners of the team tournament. Who's the boss?
Bingo. You know what? There's
Tom,
a couple.
I hate to say it, but you kind of called this.
Well, I always call it. You know, people are just hopping on the train too late. Things to do in December. The San Antonio Riverwalk. It's beautiful. Winter Solace at Stonehenge. Rockefeller Center ice skating. But you know where you'll catch us? At the fucking Spectacular, going for belts again. Just like I said. You know what? Harris Brothers, they screwed up by first of all, by playing us. Second, by spinning away from new releases. Sorry move by them. Terrible move.
Ben, first of all, guys, that was amazing teamwork out there. I think that you guys have just grown stronger every time I've watched you compete in this tournament. Every match, your teamwork just absolutely came together effortlessly. I mean, no shot at team action or your old team, but this has been an absolute stunning thing to watch.
You know, if you had have seen the late nights we spent getting coached by Bobby Gucci, everything, learning how to hold my breath longer, right? I mean, how fast can I run up a hill? I mean, these are the kind of things that we were doing with this guy to get ready for this match. So I think, to be honest with you, we owe a lot to our manager. Eyes on the prize, going towards some great players, great teams. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I think you're watching something pretty special right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that teamwork today, this is what this team on paper said right there in front of you. And then to see it in action, this was the perfect match for teamwork. That first round, little nerves for me. I felt some ones that got out of the way. This guy kept us in it. And then that second round, we knew exactly. We were on the same page. Almost every single question. And then that last betting round. Boom, I knew it. We got it. I fucking love this. I want another belt.
Ben, you realize you're 6-0 right now for your last 6 matches. That is so impressive. But that said, you talked about the team that you're going to be facing. It includes someone that you've lost to several times now in Rachel Cushing. I asked Lon Harris if you were his kryptonite. Is Rachel yours? I could have held that.
Giancarlo Stanton's not coming anywhere near this fucking match.
And obviously, Tom, this is huge for you because now this will be the second team that you've taken all the way to the finals.
That's correct. I mean, I went 9-0 with the Patriots. Let's not forget that before we got derailed by something else. But anyway, that being said, when I signed on to manage these guys, I knew. I looked down the thing, I'm like, losers, 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 bigger losers, biggest winners. And it was these guys. And that's why I'm signed on here. And like I said earlier in the pre-match, this guy's rise, from the ashes. Ben is just the best player in the league right now. And hopefully, we're hoping that this guy could play in 2 matches and beat that dope Roca into the street.
Absolutely. And like I said, with you facing Rachel, and you're going to be facing Clark, your old teammate. Like, what kind of feelings does this bring up for you?
You know, to count Rachel and Clark out immediately based on what we've done here is foolish. They're two of the best competitors, one of the best teams we've ever seen. Clark is one of the finest players to ever play. Same with Rachel. So we're going to be ready. I can't wait to play them because I love trivia. I like winning too. This is going to be a great match. I am so looking forward to this because it's going to be fun. And these guys here, look, we'll keep it in order. This is about trivia. This is about winning. And you've seen both happen in 4 matches. We're ready.
See you in December.
There it is.
That was unnecessary.
We'll work on that, Jen. We will work on that.
Good luck, Reilly.
Thank you.
All right, so obviously Harris brothers were bummed out from the loss, but
Gracious losers.
Gracious losers, but Who's the Boss got the categories there. Ben Bateman, one of the best performances of his career, was the solid player there in the first round, took his team to that lead, and then in that second round, because of scores and soundtracks, they really worked well as a unit here. Reilly's able to get those steals inside of this, inside of scores and soundtracks, and then they have a really solid Tom Cruise run from Bateman.
Like Goose and Maverick in the cockpit.
Absolutely.
Really doing it.
Betting round lands in, they get low pan, and that's all she wrote. They didn't have to go to speed round. They didn't have to go to the final round. I mean, that was... I wonder, this is going to be a classic matchup here between Who's the Boss and Shirewolves. 4-0. Both teams are 4-0. This could be the main event of the Spectacular.
When the names were picked out of the hat in Anarchy, Christian, this was a dream scenario matchup. And I got to tell you, I am looking so forward to the Schmoedown Spectacular simply so that I can see Rachel Cushing crush Ben Bateman. That guy needs to be humbled because I hope this is the pinnacle and he falls down.
They have faced before. They have faced before, and when it was the Nerds Watch, the former team known as the Nerds Watch versus Team Action, and Rachel Cushing came across with that win. And they played again in Team Action, played at the live event, and Rachel Cushing has beaten him twice inside a team. So this is their third match. Ben Bateman is looking to get those team titles, but the Shirewolves, I don't know. This is gonna be an epic fight. What a great battle. What a great match that we have. Now we know we have we have 2 guaranteed matches at the Spectacular here. We have Who's the Boss going up against the Shirewolves for the championship, and we have the Inner Geekdom Championship of Mara Konopik defending the title against Mike Kalinowski. What a battle. What a card so far. 2 matches in.
I'm telling you what, this is like a UFC fight with John Bone Jones and Conor McGregor. It's just everything.
It is. So, guys, I mean, you heard Finstock. He's ready for the Spectacular. The Who's the Boss is ready for the Spectacular. Ben Bateman and Clark Wolf are not done. They're going to play in the singles tournament. That's one of the first matchups we have in round 1. So how will that now come to play when the team champion, half of the team champions plays, half of the winners of Anarchy? It's going to be a lot. Thank you guys for watching the entire tournament. Who do you got at the Schmoedown Spectacular? Will it be the ultimate Schmoedown winners, Who's the Boss, or will it be the reigning champions, the Shirewolves, Clark Wolf, Rachel Cushing? For the Wild Man, Josh McCouga, I'm Christian Harloff. Thanks for watching.
Chance Ellison, Ethan Irwin, Dan Merle, Stacy Howard, and Draco McWeeny, Ben the Boss Bateman, Clark Wolf. The singles tournament begins. The winner of that entire tournament faces John the Outlaw Roca at the Spectacular. What a battle we're in for.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the Patreon, you guys have a chance to support the Schmoedown. Now, myself, Mark Ellis, we've taken over the production. Basically, you guys have 16 tiers to choose from. We're trying to give back to the fans. Go and check it out right there. If you want to support the Schmoedown by becoming a patron today, go ahead and do it. Cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've given us. And yeah, there's some really crazy tiers in there. I'd love to get your opinions on it. Now go enjoy the match. Go do it. It's a good match, for God's sakes.